Hello there, I'm Andrea Demetrio, the developer of Schwarzerblitz and Motionsickness. Now, today's video is a quick tutorial on how to import the in-game models into Blender for modding or whatever you want to do with the models. I don't know, scene, posing, rendering, whatever your call. I realized that I never did this video after having done two videos on how to export models for the game, but there is actually a very simple explanation. I didn't know how to re-import my models from the game format to Blender because the DirectX plugin that I used is just monodirectional, and until today I didn't really know how to get my models back. But fortunately I found a promising importer on GitHub. It was actually pretty old, so I just missed it until now. That doesn't allow to recover the animations in a workable state, but at least allows to recover the model with all the weighted groups, textures, etc. And I find it good enough for modding, posing, or whatever. It requires a bit of work, but it can be definitely worth it. Now I will leave the link to the plugin in the description of this video, and feel free to comment if you have troubles installing it. Okay, now let's go to the meat of the video. First thing first, let's delete our usual Blender block and set the light to Hemi, the renderer to TGLSL. We will import a model from, we will import a Lazor 3D model. So let's see, Lazor Loira, import. The first import won't work, but it's okay. It's something that happens with this plugin. I don't know exactly why, but once I try to import the model the first time, it will just put out errors. But if one does it a second time, it will actually work. So now we have our laser model, but it's completely effed up, I would say. Completely wrong direction, strange look, but whatever, one thing at a time. Then also the skeleton is pretty strange, right? I mean, it doesn't even seem to work properly. We will do without it. And the first thing we will do is remove the parent from the skeleton. So now our model is free. And remove, delete all the bones because we frankly don't need them. Okay, now let's have a look at our model. Let's toggle material text. Oh, okay. Yes, the textures are completely messed up, and it's not the only thing. If now I want to edit the model, I will see that all faces are split. It's a limitation of the DirectX format, and this seems to be a huge issue for us. So the first thing that we have to do is to recompact the model, and to do this, we select everything with A, W, remove doubles. And now we finally have, again, our full 3D model. The texture, however, is still a mess. And the normals are also pretty much messed up. So the first thing we do is press Ctrl A and apply scale to the model. This should fix the normals. And yeah, it apparently does. Sometimes it doesn't work out of the box and requires a little bit of trial and error to make it work properly. Now, the next thing, let's check, and all normals are fine. Okay. So the problem now is the texture, right? Because let's be honest, this is not a nice view. So we open the UV editor and have a look at what's happening here. The unwrap seems fine, but let's now superimpose it to the next. Ah, yeah, clear. The texture unwrap is mirrored and rotated. So the first thing we do is Ctrl M, X, and now it's mirrored And now we rotate it by 180 degrees. It's not completely done yet because you can see that there is some issue here and there, and this is due because there is a slight offset. And we will take care of it just by selecting everything and then moving it slightly to fit. And now, moment, let's see if okay, perfect. Okay, now the model looks fine, looks like what it's in game, except it's mirrored, but this is fine. Remember that the models in game are exported with a right hand winding. So this is exactly the model you want to have for export in the game. From now on, you can follow my other tutorials on how to export the model if you want to use them in the game as they are. If you want to pose them instead, you will still need to mirror it on the y-axis. And obviously recalculate the normals because they could be pretty much messed up and everything is fine. So this is a model you would want to use instead for posing. But at the moment we are not really interested in posing the models for our role. We want to make this model available again for importing it in Schwarzerblitz. So we mirror it again as it should be, prepare the normals, remove unwanted objects that remained there, and fine. You have noticed probably that now we don't have an armor, and the issue will be, okay, so what am I supposed to do now? How do I skin the model? If you edit it, you will see that the vertex groups, there are several vertex groups, and surprise, everything is exactly as it should be, still assigned to the right part. We just need to rename them, just rename them, and they will be compatible with the standard armor. Let's see if I can quickly import one. Yeah, let's see. Let's take the Johnson armor. Okay. Now let's take this model, rotate it by 100 up on the set by 90 degrees, scale it up, lay it down, scale it up a bit more. Yeah, more or less we are there. Okay, cool. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, we need just to scale it a little bit more. And that's it. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know exactly the ratio we need to. I think it should be around a factor 10, but I'm not 100% sure at the moment. And there can be some slight difference between this armature and the one I would use from the dummy, but it's okay for now, because now the point is we have all these nice names, and we have to match them to the names of the bones here. So let me open the action editor, because we will need it later. So let's go through this, edit mode, and let's see. For example, this bone here is the head bone. So we will now go through this model and try to find the correct group. 9. wood. Okay, this one should be called arm.l if I remember correctly. Yeah. This should be a wrist. Yeah, I know the names by heart because I used this model a bit too many times. But in principle, one should use the reference in case of need, just looking at which bone overlaps with this, each part. This is spine. This is nothing, so most likely it's one of the IK bones. This is thumb.r.null1. This should be fingers R. Yeah, bear with me a second. I'm just trying to find because everything is completely in disorder. I was just trying to find some of the major parts to show you. This is definitely neck. And so this should be nothing. I'm just looking for the head. Because I wanted to show with our luck it will be this one. Oh yeah, sorry, it took more time than expected. But now, okay, I didn't name everything here, so you will excuse me if the result won't be perfectly perfect. But it was just to show you how to actually find the various parts, because everything is there, the weights are already there. One just needs to find the correct names. Okay, let's just imagine that we have done everything, and now let's parent this to the armor with empty groups. Now let's see. Okay, obviously all the missing parts are hitting us, but you have seen that we have actually managed to fix everything that we have shown. Now that we have this, we can actually go, if we want, we can actually go through all the, yeah, we should definitely not do this before renaming everything. So let's go back. Okay. So yeah, basically this is the process. You have to go through all the groups and rename them. And once they are renamed, everything will work as planned. Okay, so you can close the video here and go back to my how to export video to go on from now on, but I will use the next 5 or 6 minutes to rig completely the model and show you the results. So if you want to have patience, you can look for how it will look at the end. Otherwise, I would refer you to the other 2 videos that you will find in the description. So let's go on. Foot R null 1. This is fingers dot R dot null null 2. This is nothing. This is foot dot L dot null null 1. Let's hide the armature just to make sure. Yeah. This is also nothing. This is leg.L. This is arm.L.001. This is wrist.L. This is we already named. This is leg.R.001. This is spine. This is nothing. This is thumb dot should be dot 001. This is again, I would say, no, this is fingers dot L. This is fingers dot R dot 001. And this is fingers dot R. This is nothing. This is thumb dot R. This is something unexpected. Oh yeah, this was most likely wrist.R. This was fingers.R. Yeah, sometimes this is neck. This is nothing. Nothing again. Yep. This is arm.R.001. Nothing. Thumb.001. Fingers.L.002. Nothing. Nothing again. Arm.R. Fingers.R.001. Foot.R. Leg.R.001. no, wait, second. So this is leg.r001. Yeah, I mixed left and right. Good job. Nothing. Torso. thumb.l. leg.l r. Yeah, my foot.r. Yeah, my relationship with the left and right is sometimes questionable. Head, hips, and nothing. So looks like we have done everything. Let's make a quick check. Foot, fingers, foot, leg, arm, wrist, arm, leg, spine, thumb, fingers, wrist, thumb, fingers, neck, arm, forearm, thumb, fingers, arm, fingers, foot, leg, torso, thumb, leg, foot, head, hips. Yeah, seems like it. Okay, now we can finally parent it with empty groups, and if everything is fine, and Andrea somehow didn't mess the names. Yeah, I apologize, I messed up 2 names. And specifically for arm.l for arm.r. And I probably forgotten some fingers. Yeah, most likely at some point there was one, or I've messed up some fingers. But anyway, the point is, once you've done this and you find out where the missing elements are, your model will be complete and you will be able to export it and play with it like in the games prep. Oh yeah, this is what happened. Good job. I mixed right and left again. So if I have to make a bet, this was fingers. if this is correct. Fingers R002. Yeah, so definitely. Yeah, here it is, finger L001 and fingers R002. Oh, and finally now the model is perfectly fine. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for bearing my horrible Italian accent. But now you should be able to import the game models from Schwarzerblitz and pose them as you wish and modify them to export. In case there are some issues with the armature and the animations, you can make some quick edit or just leave a comment. So thanks for watching. And please, in case of issues, just join the Discord or comment in the section and I will try to answer everything. Till next time.